Hello and welcome. My name is Peace Mitchell and I'm co-founder of Women Changing the World Press. Before we begin today, I would like to pay my respects to the traditional owners of the land that I live and work on, the people of Mamu country in North Queensland. And I would also like to pay my respects to traditional owners and elders past and present right across Australia and the Torres Strait. Well, I'm here today to celebrate the launch of our new book, Begin It Now. And to help me celebrate, I have one of my fabulous co-authors joining me, Aaila. Please welcome her to join me on stage.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here. Hello, everyone. Hi, Peace.
It's so good to have you here. Now, for people who haven't met you before, I would love you to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about you and the work that you do.
Sure. I have a background in psychology and community services, but then I veered off into basically this life of following my intuition. I realized that my greatest gift was my intuition. So I spent sort of 20 years plus doing psychic readings, helping people live their greatest lives until I was guided to start to bring this skill and gift to others and really to the world. Because I kind of feel that that's how we all live our greatest life. And that's what my chapter is about in Begin It Now.
So your chapter is called Goldilocks and My Glorious Gut. It is the funnest chapter title in this whole book. Can you tell us why you chose this title for your chapter?
Sure. I was guided by my intuition to study something quite niche called astrocartography. I call it astro maps for simplicity. And basically what that is, it's when you get your astrology chart and you map that out over the world. And what it is, it kind of gives you like a cheat sheet and an understanding of how your life is going to change and how you activate different aspects of your soul, different aspects of your life when you literally move to different locations, be that within your own country or literally around the world. So I chose this title because my intuition has basically guided me to begin this journey of leaving Australia. And it's been a slow process to slowly get rid of everything I own, let go of the entire life that I had set up for myself. And Goldilocks and Her Glorious Gut is my journey over a year and a half of traveling around Australia, following my intuition, exploring these different astrocartography or astromap energies, and getting with each place a little bit more information and one step closer to this longer term vision of finding my own Goldilocks style perfect home.
I love it so much. And your chapter was an amazing roller coaster of a journey. You were very honest and vulnerable in your story. But interestingly, what I really loved was that your intuition showed up like a main character during your story. Can you tell us more about this and about how your intuition plays such a role in your life?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think, to be honest, the way that my intuition has become a main role player in my life was through the pain of not following it. The pain of not following my intuition is what has now turned me 100% pivoted, saying, no matter what, no matter how hard, no matter how much my little safety brainstem wants to fight me on it, I am going to follow this inner voice because I now trust and know that it deeply has this, it really has it wants the best for me, and it has a vision for my life that is way beyond my human comprehension. And I think what happened for me, the actual event that turned me, was this accident that I had several years ago where my intuition had repeatedly been telling me to stop doing one-to-one readings and to start teaching people how to connect with their intuition, to create an entire body of work and to give that to the world. And I was too scared. And I had this pretty major accident where I didn't know if I would end up having a permanent disability, and gratefully I don't. But it was a year of rehab, and my business completely collapsed through that process. And it was, it was agonizing. It was a torture chamber. And that for me was this moment of, okay, I'm really listening now. I'm really listening. And it's being scared isn't a good enough reason to not follow my guidance, which clearly has a bigger plan for my life than me playing small or than my fears or my old stories.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. You just said being scared isn't a good enough reason to not live our best life. Like, wow. In your chapter, I was just blown away by how much courage you had to keep moving and trying different places and new experiences. And I've lived in lots of different places as well. And it is hard beginning again in a new place where you don't know people, you don't know where all the shops are, even like it's not easy to start again in a new place, and it does take a lot of courage. Can you tell us about this and how you do it?
Oh, it's so, I mean, it's kind of funny because I don't see myself like, I'm definitely not a naturally courageous person. I am neurodiverse. I really struggle with change. I set up a lot of systems and habits in my life. And so I kind of feel like this is almost this grand joke from the universe, really guiding me on this path to create so much resilience around change. And I think all I can say is that I'm getting better. That's all I could say. Do I still sometimes have my days where I have a little tantrum with my intuition and the universe? Like 100%. But I can now see, that the person that I have become sort of 2 years after I started that initial journey, I'm barely recognizable from the woman who embarked on that journey and who packed up her whole life in 6 weeks and got in the car and drove 17 hours to far north Queensland. Like, I barely recognize that fearful creature who got in that car. And I think I kind of now have this sense that when we are willing to just trust that if the universe is indeed benevolent, which clearly it is, clearly there is this force of good that wants to support us all, then this inner voice all at once is the best for us. And I kind of just feel like the resilience and the courage is that muscle is building along the way. I definitely don't have it all worked out. I definitely still get super scared, especially now as it's getting closer to my guidance telling me I have to leave Australia. My cutoff that I've been given is the end of January. So, that date's getting quite close now. And I know that I have to follow that. So, but I also know that the resilience has now been built. And I know they've been preparing me for the readiness to step into this really brand new chapter of not even knowing exactly which country I'll end up in, but just trusting that there is this grand path for me way beyond my understanding.
That's amazing. Really, really incredible that you're so tuned into your intuition and you're listening so deeply and getting these signs, clear signs about dates and times and whens and wheres. And it's really helping guide your direction. My question really is, what advice do you have for someone out there, maybe who's watching, who wants to tune into their intuition more, who wants to trust their intuition, but is afraid and is hesitating from taking that step?
It's a great question. There's a couple of things. The first thing that I would say is it's really, really, really tough to listen to your intuition if there is continuous stress or zero space. Like, if there's no peace, if there's no stillness, if there's no kind of inner calm, then it's 10 times harder to actually access that inner voice, because that inner voice comes from this kind of inner place of peace, from this deep truth within us. And we can't access that if we're constantly scrolling. We can't access that if we're trying to multitask 17 tasks at the same time. So I guess that's the first piece, is if you really want to access your intuition, you've got to be willing to actually give it a little bit of space, even if that starts with 5 minutes of just sitting down, plant a chair outside, pop your shoes off, put your feet on the ground, put your hand on your heart, and just breathe for 5 minutes and connect with breath, connect with the air around you, the sky around you, and just with your inner voice, just listening and just being kind of still and peaceful. I would always say that's the place to start, even if you are so busy that all you've got is 1 minute. You don't even have time to go outside. Just sit down where you are right now and just pause with no other sounds and just listen, because I have so much evidence from so many clients I've worked with, and obviously from my own journey, that our intuition is actually constantly, continuously trying to communicate with us. But the challenge tends to be that we don't provide enough space to listen, to receive that, So that's the first thing. And the second thing that I would say is, if you don't know how to do it, find a way to find someone to help you. So I think that just go with whoever you resonate with. I'm about to put, like, as a free gift to the world, so you'll be able to find that on my website very, very soon, within a week. I'm about to gift the world my entire 10-week full-blown 10-week program as a gift to the universe, because my intuition is telling me to do it. This is a program that people have paid thousands for, and that was going to be my core program to sell, and my intuition's just telling me, you have to gift this to the world. So I'm doing it. I'm a bit scared, but I'm doing it. And so if you resonate with me, that's about to me on my website, or it's already on my YouTube channel, and you can just have that as a gift. It's got every trick and tool I've ever learned in 20 years as a psychic for you to definitely find your way. And if you don't resonate with me, just Google intuition teacher, intuition guide, intuition path, and just find someone you resonate with and just start learning some tools and some ways. They would be my top 2 tips.
Amazing. And that program sounds incredible as well. That's so generous that you're giving everybody access to that shortly. So yeah, beautiful, Aaila. Well, thank you so much for being here. I've really enjoyed chatting with you, and I loved reading your chapter. Thank you so much for being part of Begin It Now.
Thank you so much. And I hope that everybody watching, that, grab yourself a copy. There's 25 incredible stories there. And I think you are going to find there the deepest inspiration to truly live the greatest version of your life. Whether you find that magical inspiration from my chapter or from one of the other 24 authors, there will be some medicine there for you. Thank you so much, Peace, for having me. And for everyone watching, I hope we stay connected in some way. You can find me on ailagreene.com or on my YouTube channel, and many blessings to you all.
Thanks, Aaila. Bye. And thank you to everybody who has tuned in today. Copies of Begin It Now are on sale at wcwpress.com. So make sure you order your copy. Well, thank you so much to Aaila and Susan for being here today. It's been wonderful chatting with you. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will be seeing you again very soon. Thanks so much, and bye for now.